There's a lot of talk in recent years about classical education and what that means and how that's to be pursued. So, from your perspective, from your experience, what does it mean, and how do we actually pursue it, or how else we pursue it?
Yeah, well, I'm sure you know, and some of the people watching, there's a whole lot of debate on what exactly is classical education and what counts as classical education. So I think if I were going to give a definition that's maybe general enough to be a big tent without being useless, um, I'd say it's a education that is grounded in principles, practices, and education in Western civilization from before the 20th century. And how that shakes out in details is going to vary a lot, but some general tendencies you're going to see is greater use and greater value put on methods that a lot of schools have come to think are not very useful. Rote memorization,
Mhm.
memorizing poetry, learning classical languages. So that's one. Um, Also, focus on personal development, development of the student as a person, rather than uh, career preparation or practical knowledge. Not that that's not important, but yeah, more focus on becoming a certain kind of person or developing not even not necessarily in a well, yes, in a moral sense, but including intellectual virtue. Focus on becoming
Right,
on the
right.
development of the person as a human being um, first, and job readiness second. That's often that's going to tend to go with big emphasis on reading, big emphasis on texts, on what we would think of as the humanities,
Mhm.
but isn't limited to that. So those are going to be tendencies in classical education. How that gets played out um, is going to vary a lot. So, I mean, as I'm sure you know, some your kind of classical education in a modern sense, that focus on development is going to mean paying really close attention to differences in ages along a
Mhm.
certain particular model of child development. Other people are going to say, no, that's not either a the data isn't really there supporting that, or nah, that's not really what was going on in the Middle Ages or something, and they're going to put a different focus in. So, but I think what they all have in common is respect for principles and practices that are pre-modern, and that tends to mean focus on personal formation, focus on language, which written and spoken.